Audio Jungle.
Freedom Rally. Well, the microphone I don't have. I hope this comes through okay, but out of 5 million people, quite a few turned up. Sadly, we can say by this crowd that the majority of people sitting home watching Netflix couldn't give us stuff. People offered birthday parties, for their children, instead of coming here and doing something about the corruption from the so-called politicians, which are nothing more than criminals in waiting, potential lockups. So instead of thinking about it, do something about it, as these people here have done, because you will be victims of your own laziness and stupidity, as our generation was when we allowed Whitlam and Gough Whitlam and the other clown hawks to remove the Queen, remove the Constitution, and make us all prisoners of a republic, which is totally unlawful. So these people here, good on them.
But that hasn't been the case in the past, and trust has to be earned. So, as we've seen the rise of tyrants, we've seen it all over the world, it really is up to us to come together and don't let that division, those two different visions, get in the way of us to coming together and saying, no, that's enough, we're not going to let you do that anymore. Okay, when the governments go around and say, we're going to transition children, turn males into females, ideology that they keep spreading through the media. Anyway, guys, have fun. Don't be shy. Talk to any of the guys, and love and blessings in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Nick. Today, we have the host of the Running from
or American Conventions on Human Rights, to name a few examples. We are in an abusive relationship with our governments, who have cast aside their obligations to uphold fundamental rights and liberties, or even seriously contemplate in boy bodies, and claim authenticity can be found at the end of a scalpel. They reduce women to chest feeders and birthing persons. They want to effectively castrate our men and make women fear and loathe them. They tell us to judge people by the color of their skin. They promote so-called compassion by normalizing perverse behavior. They indoctrinate our children with racist and sexist propaganda and make them apologize for the great sin of being born as they are. They tell us that our history is exclusively racist and misogynist. They tell us that printing money and incurring massive debt creates wealth. They infantilize us and speak coming straight from the Ministry of Truth. All of this is utter lunacy, but it is we who demand control over our own destiny and don't swallow their illogical poisons who are called extremists. But it is they who are the real extremists, perpetrating derangement under a mask of compassion, and it is they who show zero compassion for anyone but themselves. This is a full-out assault on Enlightenment values, upon which our civilizations depend. The law-like order of the natural world, the power of human reason, and the natural rights of individuals, including the right to government and policing by consent. These power-drunk narcissists have a deep-seating hatred for all that they consider traditional. They don't trust any truth they didn't invent themselves. Voluntary slavery. Many of our forefathers sacrificed their comforts, their fortunes, and their blood, fighting for our birthrights, but many of us have forgotten eternal vigilance. No one is coming to save us. We need to be our own heroes and reclaim our power. So many have given up without thought. Not absolve responsibility for your own lives and be dependent on the state like serfs. Have the moral courage to show up, stand tall.
facts. If anything, I've only been about peace. The fact that you did anything wrong, because you just didn't agree with this monolithic and ruthless conspiracy. Much love, see you later.
Thank you very much, Thanos.